Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 21, and today I have...
Christy.
Dylan.
Dr. Franklin.
Dr. Franklin.
Wasn't it Spalding? Oh no, Dr. Spalding is that joke from Castaway. But every time in this movie when they would say like Spalding or anything, I would think about Castaway.
I did too.
Yeah.
So I was the only one
Dr.
that
Spalding.
thought about Captain Spaulding.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Well, our props are...
Yeah. And I'm sure it's not the only time that'll happen.
Yeah. Big budget prop holders there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, that's better than what I usually like. If I take a picture in here, I usually will just put like a Funko Pop behind
That's
it.
what I do.
That's what.
That's so funny. I do the same thing at home.
It's a good stand.
Mm-hmm. Small enough.
So, we watched the Reptile.
Yes.
Everybody watched it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good movie. The chicks were hot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked it. The weird things that I picked up on is apparently you can just walk into anybody's house and do whatever you want. It was kind of odd, but
Back
you
in
could
the
just
day.
Yeah.
come in and make a pot of coffee and hang out, or just walk into somebody's house and holler for them. That was kind of weird. And then what was the other weird?
Leaving
know.
the
I
baggage
remember
at the train
Oh
station.
yeah, we'll just leave our bags here and somebody will bring them to us later. And they did, but
Yeah.
I don't know how they know that the bags are yours, or I don't know. There was a lot.
There was a lot of stuff just
Yeah.
unexplained.
Yeah.
They didn't
Oh,
really
yeah.
seem to care about like explaining everything. It was just
The
kind
cool
of
part was just her.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like my favorite character besides her and the monster. I mean, obviously, I love the movie because of the monster. But what's his name? Mad Peter,
Yes.
the old guy that's like just the old crazy guy that comes over for dinner or whatever. Like, I was sad when he died just because I wanted more of that actor.
Yeah, I
He
like
was
him
just
too.
so insane. He reminded me of like a male version of I always forget the actress's name, but from Bride of Frankenstein and The Invisible Man. She's that crazy old lady. I wish I looked up her name. I always draw a blank, but yeah, she's really good. But it kind of reminded me of that character, just as like insane. It's a weird movie.
Yeah.
It's like I love it because it's so weird, and it. I think that it's pretty well paced. Like it was like I think the third time that I've seen it, but I hadn't seen it in a while, and it like Brian was saying earlier is a bit of a slow burn, and it is, but also I think it was still like well paced, and the makeup's really cool. It was Roy Ashton who did like most of the makeups for like most of the Hammer movies. He started out as Phil Leakey's assistant on like Curse of Frankenstein and the really early Hammer movies, but then Phil Leakey left, and then Roy Ashton took over, and he did also the Curse of the Werewolf,
Oh yeah.
and just a whole bunch of makeups, and he's really good. And I think the creature makeup in this movie is really awesome. The like bite makeups, you know, like they were obviously done really really fast because it was like, but it was cool for the time, like the like digress, like they would really quickly, like they would immediately like have like a black spot, and then it would cut, and they would have like more, and it would cut, and they have more and more.
Yeah,
So it was like it was
foam.
spreading really fast. So it's pretty clear he was just doing it really quick with like grease paint or something in between, you know, shots to get it. And so those makeups, you know, were pretty crude, but for the time
I
and
liked
money
it,
on these
though.
movies, oh yeah, I like it.
I thought
yeah.
it was pretty gross.
Oh, yeah.
For back
The,
then.
the only one I kind of was like, was Henry Spalding at the end when he got bit, because it literally just like looked like someone just
Yeah, it
slapped
didn't look
a
like the rest
sticker.
of it. Yeah, I thought the same thing.
because you could see like the white outline, and I'm just like,
Right.
Yeah, it didn't
so
look
I
like-
don't know if they were just rushing or
Yeah, there was like very little time, very little money on all those movies. They were made like super
Super
cheap
fast.
and super quick. And but I mean, and even like the reptile looks kind of different in different shots and stuff like that. But I thought the design of the makeup was really good,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like a really cool character. And I like that it's like a standalone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like most of the Hammer movies were, you know, like not remakes necessarily, but like reimaginings of like the, you know, classic Universal monster movies, and then this one was just like an original
Something
character.
different.
Yeah, and so I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think this was the point to where they're trying to get out of like the Frankensteins and the mummies and all that to where they were going original films.
Yeah, they made a lot of those after the Reptile too. Like they made a whole bunch of like Curse of the Werewolf wasn't till a lot like later or whatever. So they still made a lot of those, but I like the ones that are, you know, like standalones as well.
Completely different. It seemed like her makeup. It seemed like this was like an applique, like right here, and then it was makeup.
Yeah,
is that what it was?
I think
That's
so.
what it
Yeah,
seemed like.
It seems like I was looking at.
Yeah, because when you're looking at the back, there's like a line where
you can kind of see it sometimes in the movie a little bit.
Like this is a prosthetic, and then this I would guess is maybe like a buildup of cotton and latex. Like around here where it was like really lumpy, and that's what really changed a lot too. So I'd imagine they sculpted this and then molded that and then had different appliances, so you'd put that on, and then but this area would like change a lot, and so I think that was probably like a buildup. But yeah, it was really cool. It's just like a really awesome design, and I like, but also just the whole silhouette of her, like with the figure, like with her dress and stuff, looked really cool. It's just a very different looking monster, obviously, like a female monster you don't see a lot. But yeah, it is funny though you mentioned like just walking into people's house, because all these people were dying, but it was kind of like only if they just went into their house.
Yeah,
because it wasn't like she was like stalking throughout the town and like, you know, hunting and finding people. It was just like if you went into the house while she was the reptile, she'd bite you.
Yeah,
and it's kind of like, okay,
right.
But yeah, just a lot of stuff like not explained. Like we were also like I think Brian, you were asking earlier, like
they don't explain how she changed,
like how she's changing
or why
whatever.
or how it happened.
Yeah,
Like,
it was a little bit of an
little
explanation.
bit,
Like they
yeah.
talked about like they were, I forget, but they were like in some other country and like a tribe,
Yeah,
like
it's a
used her
tribe.
for a ritual or something
Yeah.
like that, and then she had it ever since. But it's like when and why she changes isn't really explained. or
Because
anything.
like during the day when she's normal, and she's wearing completely different clothes too at that point, like she's very beautiful and everything, and then she turns into a reptile and she's wearing like these dark dresses and she's got the claws and
that's something that was like really done a lot back then, like when like the werewolf would change, like they would have a whole new outfit, like they would be wearing, like, you know, like the person would be wearing one outfit, and then they change into a werewolf and they're wearing a completely different outfit for no reason. And it was just kind of like they did that a lot. But yeah, I don't know if it's just nighttime turns her into a reptile. I don't know,
but I like the build for it, and that's kind of where I say it's kind of a slow burn, because at the beginning you get a glimpse of her, but it's all in shadows, and you don't really see her again until like an hour into the movie.
Right.
Yeah, and the silhouette again was really cool. Like when you only kind of see her in shadow, you see her for like a quick shot, and that was just like a really good example of less is more. And later on, like you see it more, and it's cool. But it's like those little tastes. Like The Howling was another one where it would only show you like just these little tiny like single shots until the scene when they probably did linger on it for way too long, actually. Like, but they were building up to that transition scene.
Right.
And then it was probably too long, but it's just like when they just give you this little bit and a little bit and a little bit, and then you get to really see it and absorb it. And I think the Reptile did a really good job at that.
Yeah, I agree. I thought I think for some people it would be kind of slow, so I kind of agree with that. But I think it's like a good slow, like what you're saying. Like it just builds it up though to really seeing her at the end, which is like, oh, yeah, you know, cool.
Like all the stuff is happening, but no one can say
Right.
why until they dig
it's
up
like
the bodies.
it's like a good slow burn.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. But
it's not like a slow burn to where you're just like, okay, just let it
Yeah,
be
because you
over
want to
with.
know, you want to see
Yeah.
her. You know, like I can't wait to see what she looks like. So yeah, and that it builds it up to the end to see her. I love it. I love her. Like you said, it's something different. It's something new. And I love the special effects and the makeup. I just thought for the time it's really creepy. It's really good.
Yeah.
And the bite makeup, I just thought it really is kind of gross.
Right,
I mean, it
yeah.
seems like it's probably very simple makeup, but it's very effective.
Yeah, and I liked how quick it was spread. Like I kind of mentioned earlier, it was like initially just this big black spot, and then like a second later it would cut to something and then cut back, and then it'd be more and then more and more. So I thought that was really cool, and also just like in general, like a poison, like a venom, like being like a black like makeup, I just thought was really cool.
What was the the difference in the bite, because if she bit you, you were dead, except for the last guy.
They cut it with a knife.
They cut out the poison.
Which
Oh, that's right.
which doesn't exist, but it's still funny.
Yeah, but like at that point like he should have died before
Right.
Oh yeah.
the wife even gave him the knife.
Yeah.
Right.
But maybe because she bit through the clothing first.
I don't know.
That's their way of explaining it.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was funny. It was like, take this knife and cut my neck, and that will alleviate the venom.
The other weird part was the handler guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to call him other than the creepy guy that was.
And he's creepy.
Yeah, he is creepy.
But
He's
where
like
did
that evil henchman.
Where did he
Yeah.
come from?
Yeah.
Was he part of the tribe? from
That's
the other
what I
country?
think.
Yeah, I
I think
think
he was
that
part of the tribe.
But
And
I
like
don't.
he, you
But
know,
why is he there? Why are they allowing
he's
him
there
to be
to protect her, I'm sure, so the dad doesn't kill his own daughter or somebody kills her, because she's obviously like some, I don't know, some main thing from this tribe now or something.
Yeah.
That's just how I take it.
Yeah, because the dad was like trying to keep her locked up for
Right.
the reason to protect the town,
Right.
and I think it was the
Which is just fun-
servant that was letting her out the entire
But
time.
Right.
yeah, but what's funny about it is just like, why, as the dad, like, why is he allowing that guy to be there? Like, what kind of power does that guy have over the dad, where he would like live in his house and like
Listen
he
to
clearly
him.
he has a lot of power over the dad.
Something to do with her and
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
and how and why she's changed in
Yeah.
the tribe. We just don't get the whole story. I
Yeah.
guess we can all kind of think of our own stories with
Right.
it. But
Yeah, it didn't really bug me that
No,
like they
no, me
just they
neither.
leave so much stuff just unexplained, which is like fine.
yeah, I'm good with it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
But I liked all the characters too. Like
Me too.
I liked the married couple, and then like she has a really, like, the reptile, I forget her name.
I can't think of what her name
Anna.
is either.
Yeah, I'm bad with the character names, but like she had a really good like inner turmoil or whatever. Like
They were a nice contrast.
yeah. She
the
was
two
like
women.
a caged animal basically, and which I thought was also cool. Like they had that area that had all of the caged animals and stuff like that. Like, so it was a good like metaphor or whatever. But yeah, I thought it was just a good like fun movie.
And the animals too, if you really think about it, at first if you first watch this, you see her with the cat. Oh, she loves a cat, but you're not really thinking that. Oh
thought
wait,
she was
this
gonna
is all
eat
her
the cat.
food.
Right.
This is food.
Like,
So
I
then when
was-
you see all the animals caged up at the end, you're like, that kind of is a little bit disturbing, knowing, oh, that's her food. Ooh,
Yeah.
this is, the poor animals. And I like the moat, how they did the moat, it's all bubbly and all that. I like that. That's
Dry
really
ice.
cool.
It's a magical thing.
Yeah, but it looks so good though. It's really good. It's really cool looking.
What
that
moat?
cake.
I'm
Isn't
drawing
that
a
a-
blank.
In the
in
the,
her
the lake and the,
with the little
basement.
I call it a moat.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
bubbly area.
Right,
The water.
yeah. That was
Whatever you
just a
wanna
weird,
call it.
like, you like go through this like, cages
they
with
happen
all the
to have
animals,
that
and then
in
all
the
of a sudden you're
ground
there
right
like in the
there.
ground. It's just like that was
Yeah.
such a strange like set and everything.
It was
That's
a
cool.
sulfur spring, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's
Because
what it is.
that's
Whatever.
where
I
she
was calling it a
based.
moat, or
Because
whatever.
like the doctor said that he has to keep the house at a certain level.
right.
You know,
Oh yeah.
because of where they
'Cause she's a
used to
reptile,
live.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, it's all.
So it's like
That's
a
why it
hot
was so hot in the
spring.
house.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
She's a
because like we
reptile.
gotta keep it at 70 degrees.
Yeah.
When
Can't
they broke
retain
the
her own body
windows,
heat.
She started
She's getting cold.
Yeah.
getting cold and stuff.
Yeah.
But then they had a fire, and it was the weirdest slow burn fire ever. It was like it was burning in 2 or 3 places, and then they show the outside.
And the entire thing's on flames.
It's all
Oh,
on
yeah.
fire, and then they
But
go
y-
back
yet
inside.
They can get through it though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a practical movie.
No.
Movie magic.
Yeah, it didn't make a lot of sense, but yeah, it was enjoyable though.
Yeah, I really like it. I'm glad you turned me on to Hammer Horror. Dylan's the one who turned me on to Hammer Horror. I never watched it before. I've always been a slasher person. So I'm glad you have, because I'm really enjoying all the movies, and this is probably my favorite now, is this one. Just because
You like
it's
it more
different.
than Creature?
That's Universal.
No. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
But because this is different is why
Yeah.
I like
Watching
it. I
old
like the
movies.
different
Yeah, I would say it's.
stuff.
I think it's probably their better one outside of like the Wolfman and Mummy.
Yeah.
And
And how
Yeah.
gorgeous is she?
Frankenstein's.
They picked a perfect
Yeah.
actress
Yeah.
to play the reptile. And like I said earlier, the contrast between the two women. The one woman is very, blonde and, dressed all well. And then with her and her clothes, I was thinking that they were more exotic because she's supposed to be exotic because she's a snake.
Yeah.
So she's just being exotic. When she's playing the guitar and she's wearing, I'm not sure what you call it, but she's wearing that outfit,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
from another country. So they're trying to show you how, that she's exotic and that she's something.
Right.
And then with the music, because that's how they get cobras, king cobras. They play those little guitars and they come out. So
Yeah.
that's why she's playing that. And they just keep teasing you on, she's the reptile, obviously. But yeah, she had the green eyes and the black hair. So it was a perfect actress to play her. And she was
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous. And she looked great in the dress and the way she walked and moved.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I highly recommend this movie to everybody.
Yeah, it was
Something
really
different to
interesting that
watch.
she was like a savant sitar player.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
it was so
why.
random.
Because
it was
that's what
like,
they do over there in those other countries with
Right.
cobras and snakes. So
yeah, it's like
why.
it was like you should see her play. Like she's this amazing musician, and like you think that she's gonna like go to a piano,
No.
or like grand piano, and like play, but then she just busts out this sitar, and it's
Yep.
just like playing like
Sitar, yeah.
so incredibly.
Yeah.
She could have done a little bit better pantomiming. It didn't look like she was playing that instrument at all, but but I loved that, and then but it's like she gets all crazy, and it's like getting intense, and then the dad just like breaks the sitar, and it's like you're the one that wanted her to play for everyone.
She was putting a trance on him, and he
Yeah.
knew it.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, I know. This ain't gonna happen." So
Well, that that's something she can do with it, and then he's like,
Then
"What?
yeah.
She's so amazing. You have to see my daughter play this sitar," and then it's like,
well, maybe
"Oh, it's getting
she
intense."
was
Breaks it.
supposed to be doing it to the other two, but she wasn't because he was being an
Yeah.
asshole to her.
Yeah, well,
So
she was trying
like,
to-
I'm going to do it to my dad. So maybe she was supposed to be staring at one of them and doing it to them, but
Yeah.
so I
But
guess
yeah.
that's why.
It was really cool though.
Really?
Yeah, I liked that scene a lot. Like, I just
Me
liked
too.
all the weird stuff. Like that was just such a weird scene.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I said earlier, the scene with Mad Peter when he comes over and eats, and just his like, he's just got this crazy like character to him.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
And then the bartender guy that kind of helps him out.
Oh, yeah.
The
I like
bartender
him.
was my
He's
favorite.
a good actor.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I really liked him and his acting. So yeah, great movie.
I'm a fan.
I think this is a good gateway into Hammer.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
outside of
definitely.
the
Dracula's and the
Dracula's
Frankensteins.
and
Yeah,
Frankensteins
Yeah.
and all that. It's a good gateway.
I think
But
so.
that being said, like The Curse of Frankenstein is like one of my favorite movies.
So good.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
Makeup's
And
good.
The Curse of the Werewolf is really good too.
I haven't watched that one yet.
Yeah,
I
that
need
one's
to
really
watch that
good.
one
That werewolf design is just like one of my favorite like monster designs ever. But it, like most werewolf movies, like 80% of werewolf movies, I just want there to be more of the monster. But especially again in those movies, they made them so quick and so cheap that like you couldn't really afford, I think, to like do a crazy makeup like that like on set like every day. It's like, okay, this is the day when we have the werewolf suit, so we're
Right.
gonna shoot all that stuff. And like so yeah, that movie, it's really good, but you don't really get to see the werewolf till the end, and then it's kind of like over and you want more of the werewolf. But again, that's not such a bad thing either.
Right.
Like you don't overdo it. But
Well, how great is it that we get merch though from this movie?
yeah, that's so cool that like it's fine that it's getting some love, like with the Migo figure and the Trick or Treat Studios mask. It's really cool.
I was like, who did Justin sculpt this one?
No, I think it's Chris Gallagher. It probably
Oh,
says
it's-
or Bruce Spalding.
It's a great
Thiller.
mask.
Was it
Let me see.
Williams?
Oh yeah, it's covered.
Yeah.
Last name Williams. Sorry, I should have looked that up.
But
Well,
there goes the figure again.
But we do have both in stock.
Yeah.
If you
Both
think
in
these
stock,
are cool products.
available for shipping.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. And the paint job on this guy's really or gal is really
Gal.
cool as well.
Yeah.
In the movie, she's a little more like neon green and like yellow, but again, it changes too. Like in,
Yeah.
in different scenes, like every time you see her, she looks a little different. But yeah, I really like that mask, and then the figure's awesome too. Like I said, like I love the dress.
Yeah,
It's just the silhouette of her is really cool.
it really is.
It's just awesome that people are making that, because like no one talks about this movie at
I
all.
know.
So
That's why I wanted to talk about it.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very
Oh.
good.
Yeah, I'm surprised Hammer hasn't tried to remake it yet.
I'm sure someone will eventually remake it, but it'll be lame.
Probably.
We'll put a lot of CGI.
I don't.
on
Yeah,
it.
she'll just be like a CG snake.
Yeah.
Well, I would say you and me have gotten into a lot of movies with the transformations into snakes.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. One of our favorite movies is, which you've seen too,
Yes,
right?
I have. I like it.
yeah, I, was
I love.
I do
we
too,
Like
I
that,
need it.
and then,
I don't have it. I need that.
you and I love Curse 2,
Yeah, I love Curse
where the
too.
guy turns into the snake, and then I was just telling him about one called Hiss,
Hiss.
Oh yeah.
where the woman turns into a giant snake throughout the movie.
Yeah, I have to watch that one.
So
I haven't seen that one, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think it's cool that we have these movies, even though I hate snakes altogether.
I have been fascinated with snakes ever since I was a kid. It's really odd. I'm
Yeah,
not sure
me too.
why. but
I've always
very
been obsessed with
fascinated.
snakes. My mom is like deathly afraid of them. Like impractically afraid of snakes. Like so like just like if you talk about a snake, she'll like get so squeamish and like freak out. And that's probably why I was like so obsessed with them as a kid.
You're the opposite.
But I was just like really into that. I never wanted to have one. Like I've never like wanted to have any kind of like reptile, but I love that they exist in the wild.
Right.
Like they're so interesting.
They are.
So interesting.
and pretty. A lot of them are so pretty. My
Yeah.
uncle had like a whole collection of Lifetime books. And there
Oh,
was
yeah.
one book that was all about snakes.
Yeah.
And every time I went over to his house, I went to that book and always just looked at it. And my favorite was always the banana snake. It was a banana viper.
Oh yeah.
Banana viper.
Yeah.
It's just like a banana. It's really
Yeah.
cool. But I always loved that book. I looked at it all the time. It was fun.
Yeah, I was the same. Like in school, they would have all these like focus on books, and I have a bunch of them now. Like they're really good, like reference and stuff. But it would focus on fish or focus on whatever, and there was the focus on snakes, and it was the coolest book. And I would just look through it all the time. And like I found it on eBay. Like I was like, this is the book from when I was a kid. I used to like because you'd have like intramurals or whatever. So you'd go to a classroom, and there was one teacher that had that book, and so anytime I was in that classroom, I would just go and find that book and just like stare at it.
I would say
Yeah.
a lot of
found
mine
it.
were sharks and dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I did dinosaurs too. Dinosaurs
I
and
love
snakes
dinosaurs.
were what I liked.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
All right.
The end.
that's it. Bye. No.
I don't know what else we could say about the reptile.
I was
No.
like, just go watch it.
Yeah,
well,
just go
I would say
watch
you gotta
it.
buy it to watch it.
Yeah.
And it's not streaming.
Shout Factory put out a really cool edition, and it's only like $15.
Yeah, I
on
would say I
Amazon.
bought mine for $15 on Amazon.
Yeah, it's a pretty cheap one. But
Which
yeah,
is-
it's definitely worth it, and I'm excited to watch all the special features. I haven't watched the special features yet, but it looked like there was a decent
Oh, I
amount.
haven't watched it yet either. I need to go back
No.
and do that.
Yeah, there was like a making of, but I'm sure that that's just kind of like a Shout Factory, like interviewing a couple people that
Yeah.
were kind of there, and it's not really like because back in the day, like
I would say Hammer wouldn't have had stuff like that.
yeah,
Right,
it
of
was
course.
way too expensive to just also have like a behind the scenes film crew.
Yeah.
Like they didn't do that, but
It'd be really cool though to sit and watch them do that makeup though.
yeah, yeah. Roy Ashton was really cool. Roy Ashton was weird too. He had like 2 jobs. He was like a tenor in the opera. That was like
Oh wow.
and then he did monster makeup for Hammer. It was like so strange.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool,
But I love
though.
people like that.
Yeah,
that like
like two
go and
completely
do a lot of
different things.
like different art forms but yeah, I think he did a really good job on the Hammer movies, and like even like again like Curse of Frankenstein and stuff. He was the assistant to Phil Leakey on that. And but yeah, so I'm kind of I really like the stuff that he did afterwards. So while I like the Curse of Frankenstein makeups and stuff like that, I don't know exactly what happened. There was some kind of dispute, probably over money or whatever, and Phil Leakey left, and so then he was just there, and I'm kind of happy that happened because I like what Roy Ashton did a lot, and maybe if Phil Leakey just stayed there, maybe it would have been cool,
Right.
but I'm sure it would have been. But then also it's like we don't really know what Roy Ashton would have done. So good movie,
The end.
and watch
Yeah.
which was
I
originally
need
called
that.
Snake.
I need to put that on my Amazon wish list.
That's a good one.
It is
They're a really
good,
cool
actually.
cover.
I watched it not too long ago, I feel like, and I was like, dang, this is really fun. I like this.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
Well, what movie do we want to watch next week?
I don't know. I got to think about it.
Let's watch only snake movies.
Only
It's just
snake movies?
The Nightmare Toys podcast is just every
Snake
week we talk
movies.
about a different snake
Yeah.
movie. No, yeah. What should we watch though?
I don't know.
We watch a newer one or another classic. You know my vote.
Let's watch something from the 80s now.
All right, 80s. I can go with the 80s. Should we do a creature feature
Okay.
or a slasher? I know you're a slasher fan.
I'm good with either. As long as it's 80s.
All right.
I'm good.
I
don't
guess we'll
know.
have to think about it.
Yeah, let's think about it. We'll surprise you next week.
Yeah. All right. So we are getting ready for our first convention of the year, CreepyCon in Ontario. And Dylan's got us a setup. I guess we need to. Or is everything over there already?
Everything's pretty ready. There's still a few things that I want to pick up from the store, but yeah, it's pretty much ready to go.
So I think I'm going to take all of our dinged boxes and stuff that there's absolutely nothing wrong with except
Just the box.
some box, a corner or something. So I think I'm going to do just a small table or section of just stuff that is good, but we just can't sell it for full price. So
Or
if
we
you
just can't
are,
ship it.
yeah. So if you're going to be at CreepyCon, come check us out because we'll have a wide variety of things that.
Yeah, it's stuff that like we don't really have in stock, like older stuff that we're
Right.
sold out of or whatever. Because a lot of it, like he was saying, even like it doesn't even really need to be discounted. It's just like you can sell stuff like that in store or at a convention because it's like the person who's buying it can see it and decide if they're happy enough with the corner being a little messed up or something. We just can't ship stuff like that
Right.
because we have to pay to ship it back if it's messed up or whatever. And so, but we have stuff that you can kind of look and say, oh, okay, this isn't too bad.
Right.
I'll get it.
Especially if you're going to take it out anyway. It doesn't
Yeah,
really matter.
yeah, like rarer stuff we have.
Yeah, or people that collect stuff and want one in the box and one out of the box. These are perfect out of the box
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good point.
figures,
Yeah.
and pops, and we have some quarter scale Myers. Let's see, there's a lot of ultimates. So yeah, we'll have some cool stuff.
The good guy Chucky Mezco as well. The
Yeah.
MDS, like we've been sold out in the store for a while, but we have a few for the convention. So we try to keep like a few things like for conventions.
Yeah.
Just so that it's not the exact same stuff. You can
I've got
get on
some
the
stuff
website.
at home too that I've been saving for conventions, like exclusive Funko Pops to other places and other things. So we'll bring that too.
Yeah. I know we've got some of the Myers house.
Mm-hmm. We have the Myers house, the Spirit Halloween Myers house. We have a few of those we want
Yeah.
to sell. And what was it? The Jaws, the big Jaws pop. I can't remember where that came from. And I know we have the Carrie pop from Walmart. I have a bunch of those. And some other stuff I can't remember. But I have a whole pile of stuff at home to bring.
Yeah, and I think we're going to bring a few of the, like Linda Blair, since she's obviously not going to be there. But we do have some pops that are signed and a couple of signed things that we were thinking about just bringing a couple of so that
People that aren't there.
yeah,
Of course.
of people that aren't there at all. So
Yeah, and we also always try to bring like anything that we have in stock that's like unsigned from if someone's going to be there signing, like we'll bring stuff so that you could buy it from us and then go get it signed
Right.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Of course.
we always look at the list of who's signing there and try
They
to
got a
bring
good
stuff.
list.
Oh, it's a lot of people.
I was like, they
yeah.
keep adding people.
Yeah.
Didn't you say
I'm-
Keith David just got
Yeah,
added?
Keith David got added to it.
Judy Aaronson.
Aaronson got added
I'm excited about
because
her.
Sharni Benson, can't go now, and I'm sad about that.
I know I am too, because I love your neck.
Stupid travel.
Who's Judy
restrictions.
Aronson?
She was in
Weird
Weird Science,
Science.
and Friday the 13th Part 4.
Oh, okay.
Two of my favorites.
She was
She was the brunette.
I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about now. Yeah, because the cross reference.
The girl Wyatt was going after in
Mhm.
Weird Science.
Weird Science.
I love it.
So, but I'm excited to
Thanks for
see her.
listening. I'm excited to see her too.
And Clint Howard's going to be there.
Yeah, that's
super stoked for that.
Super stoked for
That's
Clint
cool.
Howard.
I am not a handsome man. I love Clint Howard.
I do too. Everything he's done is amazing.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I
Did you
love
bring
all his
a
movies.
Ice Cream Man
Right?
I was
Blu-ray to get him signed?
Well, I have the Blu-ray from Vinegar, but then I also had the very old DVD.
Oh, do you?
So I might have him.
I can't remember what I have. If I have the DVD or Blu-ray.
So I might have him
can't
sign
remember.
my DVD.
I've
I have
seen
one
it,
of
but I
them.
can't remember what it is.
Ice Cream Man. It's fun. It's good.
That's a weird one.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good one.
I watched it on Joe Bob the other day, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
good.
because we had it on the store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet him. I'm excited about that.
So we're gonna do that, and then right after that we have Zach Galligan here
On the 12th?
on the 12th. So
When's his birthday?
Valentine's Day.
So it is it's
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Liz
we're going
was
to do
saying-
kind of like a Valentine's birthday party kind of a thing that day when we have Zach Galligan.
That's
Just so
cool.
everybody knows. It'll be kind of like a little party. I'm going to
Mhm.
make sure I'll get
Get a-
balloons and decorations.
I was like, get a birthday cake or something for him.
yeah, cake or whatever, cookies, whatever. Have some kind of snack. We'll do
Yeah.
that. And we'll have a sale all day.
Yep.
And Jeremy the Balloon Guy's coming again too, right?
I believe so. We requested it. I don't know if we've confirmed it yet.
Well, we need to talk to him because I said something to him about it.
We need a bunch
okay.
of balloon gremlins,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
which he's made those before.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was.
Yeah, and they look really cool.
Yeah, mine deflated.
That's what happens to balloons.
I was so sad. He had the cigarette and everything.
I wish there was a way where you can make balloons not deflate. Because his balloons are almost like little collectibles on their own. They're so much fun.
Maybe we could get him to make a gizmo.
Yeah. Well, he made you, what was it, Stripe last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring some silicone. We'll just mold it right away.
Okay.
Pour it up
We'll
in
just start
latex.
molding.
Yeah.
Speaking of Gizmo, we got the email from NECA for some little plush 6-inch gizmos that we ordered. They're going to come back out with, but yet they raised the price. But yeah.
Should bring my dog and have him sign his legs.
That'd be
Take
good.
him to a vet and have him put under and have my friend tattoo it on top.
Gizmo.
That's so wrong.
Moth at nightmaretoys.com.
You know, one of my friends messaged me that on Instagram after watching the podcast. He just messaged me that. 'Cause he
Oh,
was
I didn't
like-
get any emails.
I was.
Thank God.
We kept saying it to him in the store on Monday.
People thought that was amusing.
Why would you tattoo a dog? That's so cruel.
Exactly. Yeah. So, PETA and everybody else, moth
Oh no.
at nightmaretoys.com.
Yep.
Hopefully they don't show up. Don't show up. He's not really doing it. You people are annoying.
You know what I should do is I'll get Dante to Photoshop Zach Galligan's signature tattooed on my dog,
There you
and then anyone who writes me, I'll just reply with like middle fingers and yeah.
But
my
I
dog,
have the coolest dog ever.
my dog's tattooed. My dog's name is Gizmo. That's why I brought that
Yeah.
up.
All right. What else we got going on? We got a sale this weekend.
We got Cult Classic too.
Yeah, Cult Classic at the end of the month.
Yeah, so that's February's gonna be busy.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think all 4 of us will be attending both conventions, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I was gonna ask, but I want to put you on the spot. Do I get to go to Cult Classic now that you're on the spot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I really want to go to that convention. I want to check it
They
out.
got a lot of good people
I want to
too.
see the
Yeah,
gas station. you
Yeah,
know?
the gas station.
gas
Me
station.
too. The whole
Yeah,
thing.
but they did announce that the Maximum Overdrive truck will not be there now.
Yeah, boo.
The
The one
Drew
thing
told
that-
me
So looking
Yeah,
forward to
Drew,
that.
our friend Drew is going to be there.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
told me that the dude who runs it got like the 2 guys from the bridge scene
Oh.
to show up, and the bridge is like not far away from the whole thing. So
Oh.
that'd be cool. I wonder if they'll set up any kind of like photo op or something like on the bridge, because that'd be
That'd
cool.
be cool.
You know, those sunglasses or whatever they're weird glasses. I want some of those.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
It's not worth it without the truck, though. The truck is what makes that movie.
Is the truck what makes that movie? Really?
Yes. Yes.
My favorite part of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is the truck. All right.
It was a cool truck, but I don't know if that was the whole movie, but
Because without that truck, the guy's head doesn't get sawed in half.
No, without the chainsaw, the guy's head doesn't get sawed in half.
You wouldn't be able to reach that without the truck.
We'll talk about this later.
Lord, y'all.
Moth at Nightmare Toys.
You'll be able to see all four of us at both conventions.
yeah.
Christy will have 8x10s to be signed.
Yeah. I'll have my 8x10s. And I'll
Dylan's got his 8x10s.
Those don't exist.
Oh,
We're
yes,
going to
they
make
do.
them exist. That way we can both sign.
Yeah, print out your own 8x10s
Yeah.
of anyone, and I'll sign it. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be of me. It can be of anybody.
Okay, so they're going to buy one of mine and then have you sign it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Can you imagine? That'd be fun.
that one kid had me sign that Myers mask
Yeah.
like for no reason. I was like, okay, I had nothing to do with this at
I've
all.
signed figures and masks too, and I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm flattered they want my
Right.
signature on it, but I'm like, I have nothing to do with it, but cool.
Yeah, I was like inside like the neck. He's like, no, just right there on the cheek. And
Yeah,
I
on
was
the
like,
cheek. I remember that. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
very odd.
Hey,
Again,
whatever.
we're flattered. We just are like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I just drive the truck.
But my A-Pretends are $12 though. If anybody wants to know that too, they're just $12. Is all you have to pay. And I'll sign it and we'll take a photo and all that. Be fun. Can't wait to meet everybody.
Mhm.
Okay.
What else?
I don't know. It's a lot of February.
I know we got a lot going on in February. We are working on somebody for March and we're working on somebody for April to have in the store, and it'll be
Building them in our lab.
yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
I'm just here to make graphics. That's all.
Okay.
and put stuff out on the floor.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
That's it.
I think that's it for this week. I don't think we can squeeze anything else out of it.
I think that's it.
So,
Well, you didn't talk about the sale.
oh, yeah, we're going to have a sale starting. Well, it's already started if you're watching this. So
All
and
weekend.
It's going to go all weekend, 15% off everything, most things.
Are
So-
you? What?
No. Go ahead.
Are you gonna be going live like every Wednesday now, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that every Wednesday.
All right.
Yeah, that'll be
Fun.
cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'll
Was the
talk-
last one fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people liked it, didn't they? Seemed like it.
7
It's-
people liked it.
Huh?
7 people. liked
7
it.
people?
Yeah.
7 people.
Yay. 7's my lucky number.
Yeah. Well,
No, it was fun. I was happy to do that, and yeah, I like to do that every Wednesday now. So yeah, I'm gonna do that again. Today, even though we were watching this on Friday.
2 days ago she was live.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, we're gonna take a break for lunch and then we'll
Yep.
go live. So Dante, that's gonna do it for us. We will see you guys next week on our YouTube channel.
Bye.
Bye.